You often find yourself grappling with this acute sensation of standing on the edge of a golden precipice, where the manifestation of your greatest victory seems imminent, yet an invisible, dense, and frustrating veil prevents the final collapse of the wave of possibilities into a tangible reality, doesn't it? This unease, this question echoing in your soul, should I give up now? Or will persistence merely be a foolish endeavor dragging me into deeper disillusionment, is a heavy burden many carry, tearing at faith and eroding patience as internal energy drains away in a cycle of expectation and doubt. Do you feel this exhaustion from trying, from visualizing, from affirming, and yet the stage of your life remains with its curtains closed, just a hair's breadth away from opening to the ovation you know you deserve? Almost there, but never quite arriving, in an endless dance between hope and the threshold of surrender. This is your reality now, a silent invitation to question the process itself. This pain, this mixture of deep fears and paralyzing doubts, the overwhelming sensation of stagnation when your heart cries out for advancement. I recognize it. I see it in your most vulnerable essence. Allow yourself to feel that this is by no means a sign of your failure or that you are doing something wrong in the complex game of quantum manifestation. Understand, what you perceive as an insurmountable blockage, an opaque energetic barrier, is, in truth, the dense and mysterious mist that precedes the crystal-clear clarity of your vision materializing. The absolute and expectant silence before the magnificent orchestra of your manifest reality erupts into vibrant and triumphant melody. It is the invisible field of the universe concentrating its vital energy, a final energetic calibration, preparing the ground for an emergence so potent that it will forever transform your perception of what it means to wait. Imagine for a moment the victory you so deeply yearn for, not as a distant, unattainable finish line, but as a giant seed, with limitless potential, already meticulously planted and vigorously germinating in the fertile energy field that is your expanded consciousness. This almost there that you have been experiencing, this phase of intense pressure and apparent waiting, is not a sign of delay, but rather the universe itself, concentrating all its vital force, all its quantum coherence, to break through the surface of what you know, allowing the quantum leap of pre-victory to reveal itself. It is precisely at this critical moment that the seed of your manifestation vibrates most intensely, gathering all the necessary resonance before finally sprouting into a tangible, palpable, inescapable reality. You are in the eye of the creative hurricane, where energy densifies before the final expansion. In this video, a journey that the quantum field propelled you to find, you are about to uncover the primal secret behind this phase of apparent immobility, discovering why this exact moment, this suspense-filled almost there, is in fact the most powerful, strategic, and essential of your entire manifestation journey, a portal to the neuroplasticity of your reality. You will understand how every challenge and every spark of doubt you feel now are, paradoxically, preparing you, necessary energetic calibrations to masterfully and completely receive what is yours by divine right, adjusting your frequency for perfect resonance. And most crucially, it will be revealed how you can activate the final energy, the master key for your victory, which already exists in the quantum vacuum, to erupt undeniably and gloriously into your present experience, transforming anxiety into pure creative power. Now, I invite you to a small, yet profoundly significant act of presence. Feel the ground beneath your feet, completely relax your shoulders that may be carrying the weight of uncertainty, and breathe deeply, allowing this breath to spread, dissolving any resistance while every word that follows resonates not only in your mind, but in every cell of your being, awakening an intrinsic truth that has always been there. This video did not appear on your screen by mere algorithm or superficial chance. It emerged from the depths of the quantum field, a direct and precise answer to your highest intention, an invitation from the universe for you to finally understand the subtle language that precedes your greatest achievement. Trust the synchronicity that brought you here, because your journey is about to be redefined, revealing that waiting is a bridge, not a wall. Now step into the vibrational field of pre-victory, a space many confuse with stagnation, but which is in fact a cauldron of quantum energy in silent ebullition. Do you feel this underlying current, this invisible pulsation that permeates the air around you? It is your future, no longer a distant mirage, but a reality that resonates just a few hertz from materializing into your tangible experience. This almost there, this sensation of a boundary and a thin line between what was and what is about to be, is the exact point where matter and spirit meet to sculpt your next great achievement. It is a high-voltage stage, where every thought, every emotion, every intention is amplified, preparing the ground for the quantum leap of pre-victory that you yearn for. Allow yourself to feel this magnitude, this anticipation. That is not anxiety, but the certainty that something monumental is being orchestrated in your deepest dimension. This is not an emptiness to be feared, but a vacuum of pure potential, where the wave of your intention is about to collapse into the particle of your victory. You are operating on a frequency spectrum so high that old structures of doubt and fear can no longer sustain themselves. Imagine the universe as a gigantic resonance laboratory, and at this exact moment, all the particles and waves that comprise your manifestation are being meticulously aligned, calibrated, adjusted for perfect delivery. Your vital energy is being invested at a level that goes beyond conscious perception, an internal work that builds the invisible pillars of your new reality. It is a phase of energetic consolidation, where the coherence of your personal electromagnetic field determines the precision with which universal abundance can fit into your life. Feel this invisible architecture rise, robust and unshakable. Many abandon the journey precisely at this threshold, interpreting apparent stillness as failure, the absence of movement as stagnation. However, this stillness is the deep breath of the cosmos before a great exhale. The energy you have invested, the visions you have nurtured, the beliefs you have cultivated are now acting as powerful magnets, attracting the necessary elements for your manifestation. The almost there is, in fact, a period of intense, invisible activity, like the roots of a giant tree deepening and expanding secretly in the soil before the first green shoot appears. Your patience is not passivity, but an active trust in the biological and quantum process of creation, a conscious surrender to the greater intelligence that orchestrates every detail of your arrival. To illustrate the magnitude of this stage, think of an airplane about to take off from a long runway. In the final moments before liftoff, the aircraft consumes most of its fuel, not in the air, but in the deafening roar over the concrete. You hear the engine's thunder, feel the vibration, watch the speed relentlessly increase, and for a long period, the prospect of leaving the ground seems just a distant promise, a prolonged horizontal inertia. The G-force, the pressure against the seat, the apparent struggle against friction, all of this is an integral part of the preparation for the quantum leap of pre-victory. It is a spectacle of pure power, where maximum energy is being mobilized to overcome gravity and the weight of the aircraft itself. This runway sprint perfectly mirrors your own journey before victory. You are applying a tremendous amount of energy, effort, and faith, feeling the resistance of the ground beneath your feet, perhaps questioning the speed, the distance you still need to cover. Every step, every visualization, every challenge overcome is the equivalent of the propulsion that accelerates the plane, building the necessary lift, even if not yet visible on the horizon. The roar of the engines is the anxious thoughts, the doubts that try to distort clarity, but which, in truth, only test your resilience and the firmness of your intention. Your reality is shaped by this intense phase, where the invisibility of progress hides the power of construction. True liftoff doesn't happen with a sudden jump from zero, but is the gradual and cumulative result of all that force applied horizontally, culminating at the exact point where lift overcomes the force of gravity. It is there, at that peak of the run, that the plane finally gains its wings for elevation, transforming inertia into majestic flight. You are at that point, that cosmic fraction of a second where all your preparation is about to convert into ascent. Feel this now as you read, this energetic pressure growing within you, this sensation of imminent lightness, as if your very being is preparing to defy the laws of matter. Let this feeling of almost there be proof of your strength. This critical moment demands impeccable internal calibration, a fine-tuning with the frequency of your imminent victory. Just as a pilot calibrates every instrument before takeoff, You must align your vibrational field so as not to repel the abundance that is rushing towards you. Every thought of doubt is a deviation in course. Every emotion of impatience is a turbulence that can delay the flight. Your mind, your heart, and your soul need to be in coherence, vibrating at a single, powerful frequency of certainty and permission. It is an exercise in mastery over yourself, an invitation to operate from a place of total trust, where the energy of manifestation is attracted by your internal stability, not by your lack. Calibration is not a luxury, but an absolute necessity. Without it, the intense energy of the vibrational field of pre-victory can manifest in unexpected ways or be perceived as more resistance, more challenge. Have you ever noticed how sometimes, just when something is about to happen, the biggest obstacles arise? This is not bad luck. It is the amplification of your internal frequency in a high-power field. If you vibrate in fear of losing the victory, the universe, in its infinite neutrality, will reflect that vibration, creating scenarios that reinforce your concern. Your task is to elevate your own resonance, allowing the light of your intention to shine brighter than the shadow of doubt. It is imperative, then, that you ask yourself with deep honesty, are you treating this moment, this phase of intense preparation and active waiting, as an obstacle to be overcome, a burden to be carried, or as the most potent and strategic launchpad of your life? Your perception is the filter that colors quantum reality. If you see it as an impediment, it solidifies as such, creating friction and delay. If you perceive it as a springboard, a lever for maximum elevation, then every cell of your being, every particle of the universe, conspires to catapult you toward your manifestation. The paradigm shift begins in your mind, transforming impatience into sacred anticipation. The choice is yours, and it reverberates through every layer of your energy field. Choosing to see pre-victory as a launchpad is activating the neuroplasticity of your brain, reprogramming it for abundance, cultivating a new neural matrix that awaits, with unwavering certainty, the arrival of what is yours by divine right. Your deepest essence knows that the gain is already in the energy field, awaiting only your conscious permission to materialize. It is an invitation to align with totality, to surrender to the flow that inevitably leads you to your destiny, not by struggle, but by resonance and internal coherence. Embrace the power of now, knowing that it contains the seed of your future. This phase is not proof that you are doing it wrong, but rather the clearest indication that you are on the threshold of your greatest expansion. Universe is now checking your readiness to receive, your capacity to sustain what you have asked for. And the only way to pass this vibrational test is through meticulous internal calibration, a conscious attunement with the frequency of anticipatory gratitude and certainty. But how can we, amidst the whirlwind of expectation and doubt that still insists on whispering in our ears, calibrate our own vibration so as not to sabotage this imminent takeoff, to ensure that the plane, once accelerated, truly takes flight with mastery? The answer lies in your purest intention and the power of your focused attention. Feel the truth of these words resonating in your chest, in your soul. If this invitation to a deep understanding of the vibrational field of pre-victory, this new perspective on your almost there, has ignited a light within you, a certainty that you are exactly where you should be, ready for the next monumental step, then I invite you to an act of immediate co-creation. Leave an "I am ready" in the comments, and in doing so, do not just type words, but infuse this phrase with all the energy of your intention, with the strength of your unwavering faith, and feel the energy of that intention flow through your being, validating your next great quantum leap. You stand at the crossroads of your deepest desire, and something insidious tries to steal your peace. Impatience. Feel it now, that urgency that tightens your chest, the mind that races ahead, wanting to see the result now. This seemingly harmless feeling is one of the most potent creators of energetic resistance in your manifestation field. It's a dangerous myth we've been told, that waiting is passivity, when in fact, at this quantum stage, it must be your greatest active tool. Notice how this rush, this need to control divine timing, acts as an invisible brake, a force that pushes away precisely what you yearn to attract. It's time to unravel this myth and redefine what Waiting truly means on the stage of co-creation. Your victory is not just waiting in the future, it is being cultivated in the present, and impatience can be the poison that prevents its blossoming, transforming potential into stagnation and imminence into frustration. Be mindful of the vibration you emanate at this exact almost there moment. Understand that impatience is, in its vibrational essence, an expression of lack. It screams to the universe, "I don't have it. I need this to happen now because I am incomplete without it." This frequency of need and scarcity activates a resonance field that echoes precisely what you are feeling: absence. At the quantum level, every cell of your body, every thought in your mind, every emotion in your heart emanates an electromagnetic signal. When you are impatient, your signal is incoherent, like a radio tower sending multiple signals at once, preventing the clear message of your manifestation from being received. You are, without realizing it, collapsing waves of potential that could materialize but which encounter the barrier of your own anxiety. This is the point where many retreat, exhausted from the fight against the clock, without realizing that the clock is an illusion of your mind. Your energy is being dissipated instead of concentrated, preventing the natural flow of creation. You are not alone in this labyrinth of impatience. Society has conditioned us to seek instant gratification, to measure success by the speed of the response. It is natural to feel this urgency, but the quantum leap of pre-victory demands a paradigm shift. Waiting is not empty time, nor a punishment. It is a process of energetic digestion. Think about it. When you plant a seed, it needs time to absorb nutrients to develop strong roots before showing any sign on the surface. If you dug up that seed every day, it would never have the chance to sprout. Similarly, your manifestation needs this period of invisible gestation, a space where energy accumulates and consolidates, forming the foundations of what is to come. Your surrender to this divine timing is your greatest declaration of faith in the unified field. Feel your body relax when you allow the universe to do its part in its own perfect time, releasing the burden of expectation. Returning to our seed, imagine the scene vividly. A small yet powerful seed, buried in the darkness of fertile soil. You planted it with intention, watered it with your dreams, exposed it to the light of your belief. Now it is there, in what seems to be nothing happening. But internally, a complex and invisible miracle is in full swing. Cells are dividing. The first roots are reaching downwards, seeking nourishment. The tiny husk is under immense pressure, preparing for the right moment to break open. This is your almost there in manifestation. There is nothing to do but trust the innate intelligence of the seed, the wisdom of the soil. Your mind doesn't need to understand every biochemical step. It just needs to trust the potential that was inserted. Feel this image now. The seed is your victory, and the earth is the quantum field, patiently orchestrating every detail for it to emerge perfect and complete. Now consider the act of impatience within this metaphor. If every dawn you dug up the earth, unearthed the seed, examined it anxiously, and then reburied it, what would be the result? The seed, constantly disturbed, would never have the chance to create the necessary roots to absorb vital nutrients. The constant shock would prevent it from germinating. Your impatience is precisely that. The act of unearthing your manifestation prematurely, of doubting the process, of injecting an energy of not yet into what is struggling to consolidate. You not only delay, you actively sabotage your own progress, fragmenting the coherence of the energy field that should be building your reality. Feel this truth deeply. Your eagerness for quick results can be the biggest obstacle between you and your desire, transforming virtuous waiting into destructive intervention. Active waiting, therefore, is not sitting idly, lamenting the delay. It is vibrational nourishment. Just as the earth nourishes the seed with minerals and water, you nourish your manifestation with unwavering faith, anticipatory gratitude, and the silent certainty that everything is unfolding perfectly. It is a state of conscious presence, where you maintain your high frequency, aligned with the reality you wish to experience regardless of external evidence. Your focus is not on absence but on immanence. It's not about doing more, but about being more. Being the energy of victory before it materializes. Being the peace, the abundance, the joy that your manifestation will bring. This is the true surrender that the quantum field understands and responds to, a total trust in the flow, a permission for the divine to orchestrate the details, freeing you from the need to micromanage the universe's timing. Feel now in your body where this impatience resides. Is it a tension in your stomach, a tightness in your jaw, a racing mind? Allow yourself to feel that energy. Now, with a deep breath, imagine releasing that tension, letting go of the need for control. Visualize this energy of impatience dissolving, transforming into a sense of calm and certainty. This is neuroplasticity in action. You are reprogramming the synapses that link waiting to anxiety and reconnecting them to waiting as a sacred process of gestation. Your physiology responds to your consciousness, and by calming your nervous system, you send a signal of coherence to the field, a signal that you are ready and confident. This is the power of the body as a portal for manifestation, a mirror of your deepest beliefs and a conductor of your energy. So, I ask you, with the deepest introspection, where are your mind and emotions creating resistance at the exact moment you should be flowing? In what areas of your life are you unearthing the seed of your victory prematurely? Is it in persistent doubt about your ability? Is it in constant comparison with the progress of others? Is it in the need to see an external sign to validate your internal faith? Identify these cracks in your armor of confidence. They are the points of energetic leakage that prevent the consolidation of your desired reality. This is not a judgment, but an invitation to consciousness. Only by recognizing resistance can you begin to dissolve it, to seal the cracks, allowing energy to flow freely and your manifestation to gain strength, without the interference of your own field of doubt. Think of your daily micro-decisions, that anxious glance at your phone waiting for a message, that incessant checking of social media, seeking validation, that internal conversation of, why hasn't it happened yet? Each of these small acts, driven by impatience, generates a small wave of discord in your vibrational field. Added together, these waves create a turbulence that prevents perfect attunement. The universe, always an impeccable mirror, responds to this turbulence with more turbulence, or with the absence of what you seek. Doubt is a dispersing agent, while faith is a cohesive agent. For matter to condense from the quantum field, it needs a unified intention, a coherent frequency. Your resistance prevents this coherence, prolonging what you perceive as waiting and transforming, almost there, into not yet. Now that we have unveiled the myth of impatience and you are beginning to feel the depth of how resistance can delay your manifestation, a fundamental question emerges. If the universe has already aligned everything for your victory, if the seed is already in its process of perfect germination, what then is the secret to resonating with that reality and pulling that victory into the now? How can you actively invite your gain into your physical plane, transforming imminence into tangible manifestation, without the urgency that sabotaged your journey? The answer lies in a specific energetic calibration, a frequency that places you in perfect harmony with what is about to emerge, a subtle dance between the invisible field and your manifesting consciousness. The truth is that impatience is not just a feeling, it is a vibration, an energetic blockage that you have the power to transmute. By recognizing its impact and choosing the vibrational nourishment of faith, you're already making a quantum leap. For this message to resonate and continue to transform lives, tag someone right now who desperately needs to understand that impatience is a blockage to their own manifestation. Share this liberating insight, and most importantly, save this video to revisit when doubt or urgency tries to invade your field again. Allow it to be your constant reminder that you are exactly where you should be, at the peak of your pre-victory, ready to receive, with the active patience of a master co-creator. Your presence in this moment is the sign you've been waiting for. At this crucial point, activate the frequency of imminent achievement. It is the vibrational signature of your victory already consummated in the quantum field, awaiting your perfect attunement. The key lies in anticipatory gratitude, a deep appreciation for what already is yours in the invisible, even before it materializes. It is the unwavering knowing of your manifestation, transcending mere hope, Grant yourself, then, unrestricted permission to receive. Release subconscious barriers of unworthiness, opening your energetic field to your blessing. Inspired action is the catalyst. It does not stem from scarcity, seeking to fill a void, but from fullness, from the certainty that your victory is guaranteed. You move intuitively, not to obtain, but to welcome what already belongs to you, validating each step as an echo of your manifestation. Feel this. Internal calibration, the elevation of your energy, the perfect alignment with triumph. Your reality bends to this new attunement, allowing for fluid and effortless manifestation as your body vibrates in harmony with the abundance that surrounds you and calls you to totality. Visualize your journey as a high-frequency radio and your victory as the most beautiful and awaited melody, playing on a specific station. If you're just almost tuned in, with the dial slightly off, what you hear is only static noise, the cacophony of doubt, fear, impatience, external voices questioning your ability. This noise is the energetic resistance that prevents the clarity of your music. Your victory, the pure and crystal clear melody, is already being broadcast. It exists fully in the ether of the quantum field. Anticipatory gratitude, this profound celebration for what already is, acts as the conscious gesture of turning the dial with unwavering faith, millimeter by millimeter, until the static dissolves and the music of your victory fills not only your ears, but your entire being. Feel this now, the stillness that precedes the perfect melody, the vibration in your chest as the tuning adjusts. Every fiber of your body recognizes this frequency, and your soul dances with the certainty of the song becoming clear. It is a moment of impeccable alignment, where the field bends to your intention, and your external reality begins to reflect internal harmony. It is no longer about seeking the music, but about tuning into it, allowing it to envelop you and guide you, transforming waiting into a powerful and joyful activation, a clear and unmistakable signal to the entire universe. Feel this melody in your soul, resonating with your deepest essence. Now pause and breathe, allowing the energy of imminent achievement to settle. Feel, have you been acting from lack or from fullness? An incessant movement of trying to obtain, driven by the belief that something eludes you, sends a signal of scarcity to the quantum field, replicating what you wish to avoid. Or do you move from I already have, where every step is permission for the invisible to manifest into the tangible? This is the crucial distinction. Reflect on your daily actions, your choices, your thoughts. Are they born from the anxiety to achieve, the fear of not succeeding, or the serene certainty that you are complete and your victory is the natural consequence of alignment? Feel the vibrational difference in your body. The first tenses, contracts, creates resistance. The second expands, relaxes, attracts with ease. The universe does not respond to words, but to your frequency. What frequency are you emitting now? Allow this question to echo in your soul, revealing deep truths about your manifestation. Honor honesty, for it is the map to your next stage. Clarity is your portal to empowerment, the internal compass that guides you with wisdom and confidence. Your victory is not distant. It is already guaranteed, vibrating fully in the vast quantum field. It exists as potentialized reality, an archetype of success awaiting your permission to overflow into your tangible experience. But if this guarantee is an irrefutable fact at the energetic level, the crucial question echoes. How do you translate this abstract certainty into concrete, visible manifestations in your daily life? How do you move this promise from the invisible to the tangible, from potential to present? Have you felt the frustration of knowing it is there, but being unable to pull it into your reality? This gap between knowledge and experience is where many give up, but it is an invitation to go deeper. The answer is not in trying harder, but in understanding the subtle mechanisms of energetic coherence, of how your inner world aligns with the outer. It is about mastering the bridge between dream and matter, between intention and form. Our next step together will be to unravel exactly that, so that the gap between the already guaranteed and the already manifested finally closes in your life. Prepare to collapse that wave of possibilities into a palpable reality and experience victory. Now, with this understanding and the energy of imminent achievement pulsing, it is time to seal your truth. The universe responds to your clear vibration. Allow yourself to feel this certainty, this deep permission to receive everything that is yours by divine right. Feel the joy, the gratitude, and the peace of your manifested victory. To anchor this frequency and activate the quantum leap of pre-victory irreversibly, close your eyes or gently lower your gaze. Breathe deeply, imagining each inhalation attracting the essence of your victory, and each exhalation releasing doubt or resistance. Visualize your victory not as a future event, but as a present reality, happening now, with vivid details, intense emotions, crystal clear clarity. Feel the texture, hear the sounds, experience the smells. Immerse yourself in this experience, feeling it in every cell of your body. To solidify this intention in the collective field, leave an I receive in the comments below. By doing so, you declare to the universe and align with the community of souls activating achievements. Let this energy flow, expand this frequency, and know that your victory is already on its way. It is already yours.